Hello, everybody. How are you doing today? It is a brand new year, and I want to wish everybody a prosperous 2024. Today, I'm going to be sharing my sinking funds update for quarter four. That includes October through December 31st. I want to share with you how much money I saved in each category and also how much I spent, and then reveal any changes I may have for 2024 in this category. And watch till the end because I'm going to let you know how much money I saved all year in my sinking funds. So let's get started. But before I do, I just want to welcome anyone who's new to my channel. Welcome to Deborah's Journey. I am a budgeting channel. I cash stuff, and I'm in the middle of paying off a student loan debt. I hope you will consider subscribing to my channel and following me on my journey. I appreciate everybody for all of your support in 2023, and let's see what's going to happen this year. Let's ride the wave together. Okay, so without further ado, let's go through the sinking funds for the fourth quarter of 2023. Okay, so for my travel fund, that includes vacation, I had a beginning balance of $605.72. I saved $239.58, and I spent nothing out of this fund. So I have a total of $845.30 remaining in my travel sinking fund. For taxes, I began the quarter at $1,094.93. I added $895.93, and I spent $560.18. I did pay some of my annual property tax, and so I have a remaining balance of $1,430.68. I will say that I'm going to need more money in this account because when the tax time rolls around in April, I'm already a little nervous about that number. So I'm going to have to probably do some savings challenges and do some additional things to add more money to this account. Home maintenance. Okay, so I started the quarter at $913.32. I added $182.15, and I spent $90. So my total ending balance is $1,005.47. Okay, car maintenance. I started at $993.29. I saved $204.17, and I spent $242.13. That was on some minor car repairs, oil change. I actually spent more than $242, but I used some of my buffer in my checking account so that I didn't have to use all the funds for my car maintenance sinking fund. So my final balance is $955.33. Okay, for dental, I started the quarter at $547.90. I added $52.48. And a lot of the change when you're looking at this is due to the interest that I receive in this account, because anything highlighted in the blue is an online sinking fund. Everything else in the bright yellow is a cash sinking fund. So I didn't spend any money, so my ending balance is $600.38. Online miscellaneous, that's $140 beginning balance. I added $45 and I spent $105, so I have an ending balance of $80. Okay, so let's move on to the cash sinking funds. So for birthdays, I had a beginning balance of $300. I added $145. I spent $360. There was a lot of birthdays in that final quarter, and so I have a remaining balance of $85. As you will see in the cash accounts and anything remaining, I did spend more money on this particular quarter than I did in any of the others. So I spent quite a bit of my sinking fund money from October through December. Christmas, and we can probably guess how much money is left in that account. So I started the quarter at $587. I added $278 and I spent $865. So I spent every penny. So I have nothing remaining. So I will start to fund this account again in January. I will say that my Christmas sinking fund, I am going to be moving that to an online savings account so that I can start earning interest on this money. I figure since I don't really spend it until about November or December, I might as well earn interest throughout the year. So that account is going away on this category. So for miscellaneous expenses, I had a beginning balance of $390. I added $255. However, I spent $420. So I have a final balance of $225. I did use a lot of this miscellaneous money again in the last quarter. I used some of it for Christmas spending because I did go over budget a little bit. And I will be increasing my Christmas sinking fund for next year. Okay, let's go to family fund. So for family fund, my beginning balance was $110 and I saved only 10 and I spent $90. So I have an ending balance of $30. This particular sinking fund, I am going to say goodbye to it and just consolidate this into my miscellaneous expenses. I just don't want to have too many extra sinking funds. Okay, Sam's annual fee, I had $55 at the beginning of the quarter. I added $10. I have paid for my annual fee. That was in December, so I have a remaining balance of $10. For pet expenses, I started the quarter at $145. I added $60. I spent $160 for pet expenses, and I have a total of $45 remaining. For blessings and giveaways, I had $245 at the beginning. I added $245 this quarter, and I spent $480. Ooh, that's a lot of money for giveaways. And so I have a remaining balance of $10. So let's go on to our P.O. box. So I had a beginning balance of $200. I added $45. I spent $165. I did put down a portion on my P.O. box for the quarter. And so I'm pretty sure I'm going to be owing some more soon. I'm not sure if it's January or February. And I have a remaining balance of $80. Home maintenance cash is just a little cash I keep on hand. I had an $80 balance. I added $15. I have not spent any of the money, and I have $95 remaining in that account. So for my miscellaneous cash back, that would be my credit cards that give me cash back, any online platforms that I use for spending and I get credit back, like Rakuten. There's a company called My Points. If I use their services, I also get points and I can use it and convert it into cash. So these are the only accounts that can actually be converted into cash. So I have a total of $353.33 remaining in my cashback accounts. So let's see how much money I spent for quarter four. So I started the quarter at $6,760.49. I added $2,682.31. I spent more than I put in, $3,592.31, and I have an ending balance of $5,850.49 in my account. And so I am down compared to when I started the quarter by $910. So like I said, I spent a lot of money this quarter. Okay, so moving on, let me share with you how much each quarter how much money I used. Okay, so for quarter one, I added $2,146.36. I spent $1,250. That was quarter one. Quarter two, I added $3,217.68. I spent $2,390. Okay, so quarter three, I added $2,415.62, and I spent $1,195. In quarter four, my most expensive quarter, I added $2,682.31, and I spent $3,592.31. So how did I do for the year? I actually put $10,461.97 into my sinking funds, and I spent $8,427.31. Wow, I can't even imagine that I actually saved that much money just in my sinking funds. That's incredible. But the great part about it is I had the money to spend because, as you can see, there were a lot of expenses throughout the year. But having the sinking funds really keep you prepared for anything that comes up. You're able to use the funds for those different purposes. I don't think I'll ever get rid of sinking funds. I love them. It just gives me peace of mind to have money in designated categories, and I can take care of it. Even if I may not have all the funds, I have a portion of it that still works for me. So thank you everybody for joining me for my quarterly sinking fund update. I have a question. Do you track your sinking funds? Do you use sinking funds? Let me know in the comments. Once again, Happy New Year, and let's expect more in 2024. See you all soon. Bye.